Hi Virgo, this is a new kind of reading that I wanted to start doing where it's all about you. So we're not really focusing on other people or what you're doing as a career. This is just focusing on you. So we're going to go through the first through this fifth house, and we'll see how it goes. All right, for Virgo, for your first house. We have Cancer, your second house. We have Pluto, third house. We have the waning crescent moon and the third house, very interesting, third house. So your fourth house. We have the fifth house and the fourth house. And your fifth house. We have Jupiter. Okay. All right. So your first house is, it's kind of like when you're driving by a house, what the first thing is that you see. You know, it's how people see you before getting to actually know you. It's kind of like the mask that you wear. For you guys here, we have Cancer. And remember, this is your current energy that we're reading. So it does feel like now, the mask that you're wearing, or what people's first impressions of you are, is that you're very sensitive and not emotional in an immature way, but very moody in a poetic way, if that makes sense. You're really tapped into the energies of the moon, the divine mother. Very mysterious, there's like an ebb and flow about you. There's a very romantic, deep and dark aura about you. And not dark as in Scorpio dark, as in Cancer dark, as in the moon. You know, there's so many things hidden there. It feels like people think you're so secretive, but you're still very gentle and romantic. And it could also be that a lot of people are very attracted to you during this time. Let's see. We have the Ace of Swords. Yeah, you kind of, I'm getting a very romantic, poetic vibe for your first house. It's almost like you're constantly in deep contemplation. Like people want to know what's going on with you, where you are mentally, what you're thinking, how you're feeling. But it's like they don't feel like they can approach you. You know, it just feels like they have to honor your space right now. I don't know if that makes sense for you guys. Bottom of the deck, we have the Devil, which, especially in this card, represents Scorpio for me. So maybe some of you are tapping into that water energy, or that's how people see you as right now. So your second house is all about, in this reading, is all about what you can do to raise your self-esteem, to feel better about yourself, to create. It's all about creating, but that's why it's interesting that for you guys Pluto is popping out, because it feels like right now, and since you are in this Scorpionic Cancer water energy, or that's the energy you're giving off right now, for you to feel very confident and to feel good about yourself, you're meant to be embodying transformation. Again, I feel like most of you already are doing that, especially with the lunar eclipse going on now, but it just feels like the more that you transform yourself and also your external world, because the second house also represents, our material possessions. And it feels like you're going through a significant shift where who you were before is drastically different from who you're becoming. And that, whenever we go through a major transformation, what we're drawn to, what we're attracted to changes. And so you might find yourself wanting to just clear everything out, throw away most of your stuff, replace it, buy brand new things, transform your environment to match the transformation that's going on within you. But I do feel like you guys might be going through a bit of a dark night of the soul or going through some shadow work. And once you come out of it, you're going to feel so much more powerful, so much more confident, so much more connected to the divine in your higher self. It's like you're going to be standing up taller. You have so much more wisdom once you come out of this. Feels like a major cycle of transformation that you guys are going through right now. A huge dark night of the soul, huge awakening that you're experiencing during this time. And continue doing that and continue staying present in that entire process, because that is what's going to give you this confidence and help with your self-esteem. All right, your third house is all about what's going on in your mind right now, how you're communicating. We have the waning crescent moon and the third house. So right now your mind is very active. What's going on in your mind is very important to pay attention to. With, here, the moon, it's more dark than light. So it does feel like you're a lot of, again, with this lunar eclipse energy, it feels like a lot of the things that were in the dark for you are being pulled up. Like your subconscious mind is coming to light drastically, like more than it usually does at one time. And so you're kind of being bombarded with all of this brand new information and these memories and these emotions and this tangled mess that you have to kind of deal with. And that it does feel like that's where your mental attention is right now, and that's where it should be. Like right now is a very important time for you to pay attention to what's going on in your mind. Try to meditate and observe your thoughts. Observe what memories are popping up for you, what emotions are being triggered for you. Be very observant, because that's where your gems lie right now. That's where you're gonna find those diamonds. There's a lot of wisdom to be gained, a lot of information coming through for you guys, and you kind of just have to pay attention and observe it. Again, meditation is key for you guys during this time. You're going to learn a lot. You're going to be able to free yourself from so many patterns, so many cycles, do a lot of shadow work. Again, it feels like so much more than you would normally do at one time. And when that happens, it's usually because the universe is assisting you in it. It's wanting you to make a significant shift because something wants to come into your life that you're not currently aligned with. And so once you're able to move past this, to free yourself from these patterns, see what it is that wants to be shown to you, release these emotions that are coming up, then you'll be aligned to this next chapter of your life that seems very important, if the universe is getting involved here and pushing this intense transformation process on you during this time. All right, so your fourth house, which is your home, your roots, your ancestors. We have the fourth house again. So your third and fourth house are very important. Like I was saying, it's like right now your mind and your environment are deeply connected. So as you're going through this transformation within, transform your external world, transform your home, move things around, change the energy. And fifth house being here, be creative with it. Surround yourself with beautiful things to help uplift you, because as I was saying, it almost feels like the universe is trying to drastically raise your vibration to align you to this gift and this next cycle of your life. And one, it feels like your mind and your environment are one and the same during this time. So if you make changes in your environment and you surround yourself with beauty and, beautiful scents, beautiful colors, beautiful like flowers, plants, you're going to feel so much better within. It's like somehow it's going to help you heal your mind and your soul as well, if that makes sense. All right, in your 5th house, we have Jupiter. You guys, I know I said this isn't really about love, but you do have a lot of luck and love for you guys. But the 5th house also represents creativity and beauty and play. And so embodying those energies, playing with those energies right now is going to be where your greatest help is. Like that home, your 5th house, look at what energies are embodying it during this time, and also in your natal chart, and work with them, because that's what's going to help you push you like 3 steps forward every step you take forward. I don't know if that made sense, but it's like that's where your luck is. That's where your greatest help is. Having fun, being playful, surrounding yourself with beauty. That seems to be coming up a lot for people. But yeah, there's a lot of luck in your 5th house. It's like that's what's going to help you get through this. That is what will help you make this transformation and align to where the universe wants you to be. All right, Virgo, we will end your reading with any last messages. We have boundaries, number 12. We have resistance and self-love. So for you guys, it does feel like a big part of this transformation and healing has to do with how you experienced love growing up and how you experienced safety. Were you honored for who you were? Were you protected? Did you have someone that was looking out for you? That was your home a safe place for you? Or did you always feel like you had to be on defense and you had to be, you just never knew what was coming around the corner, how someone was going to be feeling, what energy they were going to be in? That seems to be the theme for the shadow work that's taking place for you guys. And it's to help teach you, because if that is something you went through, you might find that you're very tense all the time, that you have a lot of empathy, but it's because you've always had to connect with other people's energies to know what was approaching you. Was this person coming towards me are they happy or are they angry? Do I have to protect myself or am I safe? It just feels like you experienced that when you were growing up and you still carry that with you. And being able to create healthy boundaries helps you release that tension and release that fear and always having to be alert. It's like you no longer let unconscious people into your life, people who aren't healed, who aren't on this journey to become better, people who need, it's like you're not going to sacrifice yourself to help others and to fix others. You're really being shown how to protect your energy so you can feel safe, and so you don't have to repeat your child. You don't have to surround yourself with who you were surrounded by growing up. A big part of that is self-love for you. So the 5th house, again, it could be that your luck is in loving yourself and having compassion for yourself and being gentle on yourself. Whereas I feel like most of you, this isn't the kind of experience you had as a child. People may have been more stern with you, had a lot of expectations from you, kind of took out their anger on you. And, in order to heal that, you have to give yourself that love and compassion and gentleness that you needed growing up. And you have to let go. There's an energy of tension and resistance, and it's like you're always on alert and protective and careful, but it's like you gotta let that go. Free yourself. You're meant to be free. You're meant to enjoy your life, and one way to do that is creating boundaries, and it's loving yourself. And once you make, again, this resistance is a very low frequency because it doesn't let you change your frequency. It doesn't let you be aligned to love and safety. It's like you're always afraid. So yeah, keep that in mind. But yeah, Virgo, I hope this was helpful for you guys. If it was, please like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time.